Hello, this is Lorena, and I'm back with another Duelist video. And I'm going to talk about that thought I was holding at the end of the last video. I talked to my therapist today about how I'm going to see someone for EMDR. I don't even know, what is it? Like, I don't know, just look it up on Wikipedia or something. That's what I did. I don't remember what it stands for. I'm new to this, okay? Give me a break. And I was having my initial session yesterday, and as I was talking, wait, was it with her? Hold on, who exactly said this? I don't remember anymore. But I was saying something to someone, and I'm pretty sure it was the person I was talking to yesterday. Because I was just like, well, you certainly wouldn't know based off the paperwork. Yeah, I had difficulty with the paperwork. I had to try to fill it out as quickly as possible. But I was still around 10 minutes into the appointment before I actually was finished. And it seems like a pretty casual building, so nothing wrong there. And as I was talking about my history and all that, the person I was talking to basically said that I sounded like a perfectionist, and I'm just like, yes, I am one. I am a perfectionist, though the paperwork, yeah, you wouldn't know from the paperwork. Because I wasn't vocal about how insane I was. I just turned it in, and I was like, I hope you guys can read this. But I had to forget that I had to be a bit sloppy. That was the handwriting. And it drove me nuts. But what also drove me nuts was just having to do the paperwork in general. Which really sped things up, because I was angry, so I decided to fill it out faster just because of that. And then the appointment started, and I talked about my anger like it was no big deal, like it was just something normal. And the weird part about acting like it's normal is, I know it's not, but it's not like anyone has any knowledge of the fact that I've been so angry. Like, I talk about it, but not everyone really gets to know. Like, I don't show it off. And I feel like that's very impressive. It's a very important skill. I learned it when I was very, very young, I'm sure. I think when my brother was younger, he had anger issues. So I probably just grew up not wanting to have anger issues myself. I would like to inform you that it did not work. Yeah, it didn't work. I've got anger issues, just not as... They just aren't as bad as with my brother or my sister. And my brother has gotten better, but I don't think he can handle stress very well. And he might have some mild anxiety. Not something worth going to a doctor about, but he definitely has something going on, and he can't handle stress very well, and he gets irritable easily. So if he has any anxiety at all, I think that it's probably just very mild. But the only reason I'm even mentioning this is just because we have two parents. Both of them have depression and anxiety. And if I didn't miss seriously, I would buy that he has anxiety, although I do not think he needs to get it treated, because I still think it's mild. And I think he's healthy enough to not need medication for it, but I do know a certain someone that should be taking medication and isn't. Like, I don't care if you're functioning well enough without medication. just because you aren't like me without it doesn't mean you don't still need it. And like I was talking about how much I need medication, and yeah, I need it. I'm not joking when I say I need it. I need it. And yeah. Dude, I need it so much. Even with cognitive impairment, I realized I needed it. And that's how bad it got. I'm still impressed that I was able to catch that, even with cognitive impairment. And I'm actually surprised that it took so long for my grades to go down. But even when they did go down, I was still passing. I saw a professional though. And after my grades went down, I couldn't handle it. I just saw a professional. I'm glad that I did it because I have so many issues with the education system. But being a perfectionist definitely saved my ass there. And if my grades didn't go down, I have no idea where I'd be right now. Although, unfortunately, it's the same problems with the education system that saved me. I wish it wasn't, because I still hate the system and I still criticize it. Just because it saved me doesn't mean I won't stop criticizing it. The problem is still the problem. It's not going to change. Okay, well. I have 2 blue eyes white dragons. Okay, I need polymerization. I know I have 1 in this deck. I just don't really think that I need more than 1. I don't buy that I'll be using. I know I've got some fusion monsters in this deck, but I don't think that I need more than 1 polymerization. Like, what would I do with the second one? Yeah, what would I do with the second one? If my deck was better, maybe, but this definitely isn't high tier. Okay, so Rage is level 19. I assume that I will have the title when he's somewhere in the level 20s. And that definitely does seem to be accurate. Because even if it's just when he's level 20, that's still level 20s. Meanwhile, I'm about to exit my 20s. Yeah, I'm going to become 30 soon. I know I keep talking about it, but I'm just like... I know I'm almost 30, but I still don't really feel like I'm 30 just yet. Which is weird because I also feel like I'm a bit older than I am. That feeling probably comes from all the shit I've been through. Not from me actually being anywhere near, yeah. It comes from all the shit I've been through. That's definitely the case. I've got a lot of tuners on the, wow. Dude, look at all the tuners I've got on the field. Wow, why do I stop thinking about that use for enemy controller? That's the best use for it. That's probably why it's in my limited. Okay, well, Rage is getting close to level 20. And when he is level 20, I'm probably just going to keep him there. I'm definitely going to have to focus on someone else though. Okay, so, is the Vagabond out? Okay, no, the Vagabond is not. Alright, it's time to spawn some more. Yeah, spawn some more. I was going to use all of my respawns before I decided maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I don't need to. And I probably don't need to, but I might use them all anyway because there's no point in recording these. I mean, I started using them out of spite, really. It's kind of weird that spite is why I started using them. Not for any other reason. No, it's spite. I feel like when I leveled up Silvio, something went wrong. Yeah, I don't feel like I used his deck very well, but I also don't think I have enough of his support. I know his deck is very good, but I don't think I have the right support for his deck to really work consistently. I'm just surprised that I've got decks that don't have number 70 in it. Like, I have level 4 monsters in pretty much every deck. But somehow this deck I don't. Yeah, that's still weird. But considering I don't have any level 4s, I could fit some rank 8s into the extra deck. Because I actually have more level 8s than level 4s. Not necessarily something that's ideal, but I mean I do get some wins though. Dude, okay, sure. I question what the AI is doing, but okay. The AI freaks me out sometimes. I'll just be honest with you. Okay. Dude, don't make this guy deck out. Kick his ass. Dude, if a Blue Eyes deck isn't fast, a Blue Eyes deck needs to be quicker than this. I usually die before 20s. I usually don't even last 10 turns. I usually don't even last 6. Though I guess I am getting better, so I might be able to last 8. Maybe 9 turns. Depends who goes first. But with most Blue Eyes decks, if it's the best of the best, I do not last long. And my opponent sure as hell doesn't get to the point of near deck out. And so I know this deck isn't right, just based off that alone. Okay. Okay, good. I needed another one. Although, unfortunately, I cannot summon alternative dragon because I didn't have the room. Alright. Well, I said that I have one copy of Polymerization in the deck. The AI used it. And then returns that card back to the extra deck. But why? There was only one Polymerization in this deck. I think there's probably room in there for another one, but I'm trying not to add too many cards in this deck. Because I want the best strategies to come out. I should want that for all of my decks, shouldn't I? Well, I just don't think that's my playstyle. I think my playstyle is having more decks in my deck. I think my playstyle is having more cards in my deck than I should. It's a very bizarre playstyle, but it seems to be what my playstyle is. That's the best description I can come up with, at the very least. Okay, so let's see how Yuta is going to do. I feel like he's probably going to win, but, you know, that's just because this deck, it could be better, not going to lie. Okay. Okay. Okay, well, I'm just looking at this and, yeah. This isn't good. I have Lightning Vortex, but, yeah. Alright, well, I lost. How many turns was that? Well, more turns than I think. Hold on, let me look. I had to count these. Okay. Alright, so my turn. Okay, so 1, 2. Am I counting right? I just want to double check. Because sometimes I forget where I am counting. Okay, so I count 2. 2. Yeah, I lasted 2 turns. I cannot believe this. Alright, well then. That's how quickly you can destroy a Blue Eyes White Dragon. Honestly, that's why I sacrificed my gems. Not actually for Blue Eyes White Dragon, but because I'll probably be seeing that card everywhere now. Because people are pulling for it. Like, I do not need to know those people to know that people are pulling for it. Like, I saw that card and I was thinking, I want that card. I don't even know what it does, but I know I want it. And then it took me a while to remember why. So, I remembered enough about the card to know that I want it, but I didn't remember enough about it to know why. Probably the case with a lot of cards. And I'm going to be honest, I'm probably going to, you know, when Brain's World is released, I'm hoping to build a Trickstar deck for Blue Angel. I do not know, though, if it's going to be a good one. I don't know how good I am with that deck, but we're going to find out. I wonder which Brains deck I'm best at using. It would be hilarious if I'm best at using, how do I pronounce that? It's technically a pun. But do you pronounce the pun? Oh god. Why? Why? Oh my god. Well, it would be hilarious if I'm the best at using Eyes archetype because it's a pun. Puns everywhere. Dude, why did it take me so long for me to understand why he stopped being insulted by that name? Like, I was like, dude, that name is insulting, Yusaku. And then it took me even longer to remember that I is a real name. Like, I know that it's uncreative to call an AI I, but it's a real name. It's a real name. It's not made up or anything. I can't believe I forgot that. But I can forgive Yusaku for doing that. Because he's not a creative type. You know who I cannot forget for doing that? A certain someone from Magia Record. Alright, so I wonder what this person has to say for herself. I know that she has more creativity in her than this. She definitely does. I've seen it. But you do not call an AI I. What kind of lack of creativity is that? Seriously. I guess some writers are just bad with names. I'm not the best at names, but that's why I make a lot of them up. And a lot of my names are sort of basic. Yeah, like basic even by American standards. I mean, some of my character names are very American. And some of them are made up. Some of them are probably stolen, but I don't really pay attention to cultures when I name my characters because I don't necessarily know the origin of a name when I decide to name a character. if I don't know the origin of a name, it's kind of hard to take cultural context into the picture. And also, my name is, actually, technically it's, whatever, well, it's not the most American name out there, just saying. Alright, I'm going to go into this box. I want to get lucky. Please, I need luck. I need luck. I'm trying to manifest luck with the power of my pendulums. I need it. I need it now, please. Because I want to see it everywhere. I need that card. I need it. I need it right now. Okay, I should stop. But I feel like I can't. I feel like I have to continue. That's not actually true, by the way. I can stop anytime I want, but, you know. Just like... well, that's one of Vita's Xyz monsters, I think. No, this one is actually Kites. Nice. I wanted that card as well. Alright, well, I think I am well compensated. Oh my god. Well, I'm surprised I got an ultra rare at all, to be completely honest. I got wind up art. Wow, okay. I think that's Bronx. I think he's the one using those wind up monsters. I don't know. Okay, well, I did get an ultra rare, that's good. I still need this card right here, but this card, I needed this too. 2 level 8 monsters. I can put that into, no, I don't have to do that. I can just give it to Kite and that's it. Although Zexal-Kite would probably be like, what the hell is this? I don't think I remember enough about Kite to say anything about him. Let's just be real. Alright guys, that wraps it up for this video. I got very lucky. I was definitely lucky. Not as lucky as I wanted to be, but I'm satisfied. So, yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. I'm gonna make another one after this.